Hey there, lords and ladies. Welcome to the Dragonpit. I'm
Peter's
back.
back.
I'm back. Yay!
How's
awesome.
being a dad?
It's awesome. It's great. Really tired. Fun. Super fun.
Excited to talk about Hot D.
Hot D. Very excited to talk about Hot D. Yeah, I can't wait.
Crispin's dead.
I know.
I mean, don't even
had
get started.
to bring you back for this.
I know, I had to come back.
This has to be the last time we ever talk about Sir Fuck-a-lot Criston Cole.
No, I'm going to bring him up. Even during the Night of Seven Kingdoms, I'm bringing him up.
Okay.
So dreamy.
Give him a little credit.
Mm-hmm.
He did prove in the end he was
we're giving Criston credit. I thought you were giving Peter credit for something.
I thought you were giving me
credit. I was like, what are we giving Peter credit for?
We're going to give Crispin credit for kind of being a badass with the Morning Star.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
and he legitimately balled out. He played every little trick in the book.
It's actually a flail. A Morning Star is on a stick rod. I know this.
What is called a Morning Star?
But no, that's a flail. I know this from playing 1,200 hours of Diablo.
Okay, Peter, because you weren't here the past 2 weeks, tell us your take on Criston Cole claiming to be the greatest warrior in the Seven Kingdoms.
It makes sense. I get it. He probably is. I mean, he probably is. There's no one that stands a chance against him.
Aemond.
Damon wouldn't stand it. Damon lost to him in the books, right? Damon loses to him.
Actually in the show, in the first,
in
the pilot.
Yeah, it's not even close. He probably is. I would put my money on him.
It was a turn.
Yeah,
he would have taken out that whole army if that one lady wouldn't have shot him. You know what I mean? He would have. I think he would have won. I would have bet on him. I thought it was fun.
Okay. So we open it up, the scene. Criston Cole. It was a good fight scene.
It was an awesome fight scene. That's what I'm talking about. We need to have more of those.
Just
scenes.
Morning Star flail in the face. Blood everywhere,
it was
brains.
So much fun.
It's stuck in the face. So I
it was.
The sword.
And it got me pretty good because I was tricked. Because when they show up and all the Tullys are on the ground.
Oh yeah. Come on, these Tullys. Ooh. Can I say I think
we're setting up for a trick, and we knew it, and we were right.
But okay, my thing is, I don't really want to sound like a little creep, but I have the biggest crush on Oscar Tully. I know he's 15. He is coming in so hot with his
traitor, usurper.
Call Rachel when you're 18.
Filer of justice.
I looked up. Technically, the actor is 19.
All right, you're good. You're good. You're a little creepy still.
I was like, ooh, I think I got a crush on Oscar.
He came in hot. I think that his whole confrontation with Sir Crispin was fantastic.
Both Oscar and Roddy the Ruin.
Yes.
The Winter Wolves. Who's Chris is well, you will die. And he's like, I came here to die.
Yeah, let's do it, buddy.
Let's go bet. I'm not going back.
It did kind of crack me up, though, how Criston Cole he has 10 guys with him, and there's this giant army, and he's like, go ahead and try it. You're going to lose so many of your men. Really? I don't know, man.
Also, why didn't they? Okay, so then they kill Black Allie, who she's a Blackwood, and remember in the last season, the Blackwoods are the ones that Damon has war crimed against.
Oh, against them.
Yeah, because he had the Brackens commit war crimes against the Blackwoods.
Okay.
But Black Allie is the girl with that who does the thing. And she's got the thing. And I'm like, why didn't they kill the rest of them with arrows?
Exactly.
They're surrounded. Yeah. Why didn't they just? I think the wolves just wanted to come on.
I also think that he gave they gave the rest of the men a warrior's death in comparison to what they gave Crispin.
Yeah. Because he doesn't deserve it.
Man, they were just scared of him. They're scared. I don't get it.
I love the line. I made a promise to the dead Cole. I told him I'd build a sept in Traitor's Bone. Well, Traitor's Bones.
That's what got me. That's when I was like, "Damn, Oscar!"
Well, the whole thing was
hit me up.
He was yelling, "We light the way." He was hiding.
Oh yeah,
he was hiding behind.
What the hell is he doing? Chanting the Hightower.
Right.
That's the Hightower sigil. We light the way.
He was hiding behind the faith. He was hiding behind the Hightowers because they're Hightower men.
That's what Crispin said. When they first thought they killed the Tullys who were, and then they he's like, we light the way, and then he looks up and he's surrounded.
Oh, okay.
Because he's an idiot.
Is why did they let so many of their guys die? Like, you know what I mean? The Tullys.
No, they brought them with. Those are the men that they'd killed earlier, and that's
there were a few that were alive.
That were alive that they
but
sprung
the
up.
Dead guys they had carried with them.
Right, but they didn't bring enough guys to spring up. Like they just
let them all die. So they wanted them. They wanted them to all get down there on the lower ground.
Right.
So that and they needed to like fight them, so they would all rush in. It's like when
Peter would listen to our podcast last week.
Yeah,
he said that they were going to spring a trap.
Also,
they sprung a trap.
Basically, what Daemon did when they were fighting the crab feeder. Remember that? Like Daemon goes in to like fight the guys, and all the crab feeder people run out.
Yeah, it's like he's going to kneel and give up, and then he gets them out, and then.
Yeah, but he didn't use a bunch of dead Valyrians or like sacrifices.
No, but like this is basically the same. Like they wanted to get all of Crispin's soldiers to the low ground in a central position, so then they could surround them on the high ground.
Eerily similar death to Jace. Eerily similar. A couple arrows.
Yeah.
I mean, they both got shot with arrows. I mean, that's pretty common back then.
Okay, but at the end of this little episode, we're going to talk about our favorite deaths, maybe ever in all of Game of Thrones. Yeah, so stick around. Should we move on, or do you got any additional thoughts on Crispy?
One last thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Give credit to the actor Fabian, who made us hate a character so much.
Yeah.
Only second to Joffrey, I think, for me.
Wow.
Like, a character that like was so good and so vile and despised that
who like couldn't get over one breakup.
Well, yeah.
Like
she wouldn't call me back. Now I have this other.
She wanted to go get orange. She didn't want to get oranges with me and
She
GT.
didn't want to live in Spice City with me, and now I carry around this other cloth that I don't know how I do well.
Yeah. I guess that was nice that he like brought out Al. So I kind of thought he was gonna like wave a white flag.
Oh no!
I mean, I knew he wasn't because of the books, but like that when he started bringing out the white handkerchief.
Yeah,
I was kind of interested that they killed him that early. I thought that maybe they'd end it with his death or something.
No, he was always gonna die.
But I thought that would be like in the penultimate or something like that.
Of this
week.
I mean, that's next week. Yeah.
Okay.
But.
That's what I thought. And hey, I disagree. I think he's a great character. I liked him.
Sure.
I get it. As like a super talented, handsome man, I get it.
Congratulations, Fabian. You're a great actor. I'm glad you're character.
We'd love to have you on the pod.
Yeah. Even though you basically are the representation of the male loneliness epidemic.
Don't listen. All right, let's move on. We're going to go to the council.
King's Landing. Yeah.
All right.
Well, first, Alicent and Helena get found like immediately in that stupid tunnel. They're idiots. And then
that was never going to end well.
Then we get to the council. So Daemon's there. He's pissed off. 25 of his men are dead from the City Watch, and he wants to just go and burn down Tumbleton as a somewhat equal payment, I guess.
And he's right. Daemon's right again. He's the guy. Okay.
Thank God Peter is back. I've been having to deal with this for weeks now. This idiot. He's like, go burn the whole city. What?
Right, Daemon is right.
Yeah.
No.
Like, I've been winning this argument every week, Peter.
Please never run for office. That is awful.
He wants to burn down the whole city.
So I'll say this.
Okay.
Later on, I will concede he makes one mistake, and we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
But up until this point, on his counselors of people giving advice to the queen, 9 times out of the 10, he is right.
Okay.
And
Peter's back. We don't have to listen to this nonsense anymore.
I think he's
2 against
terrible.
1. Okay, he's a bad
speaking
counselor.
Speaking of 2, I don't need to take advice from people that's only battles indigestion. That's you 2 right now.
Yeah, let's be clear. You battle indigestion way more. But yes, that is a good line. I mean, Sabbath of Frey and Manderley, it's just like, I mean, I get that we need some comedic relief, but
it's the Muppets. They're
I kind of like them.
They're Waldorf and Stalwart, and they're sitting in like sitting at the council meeting making jokes about what's going on. And Damon's like, shut up.
Yeah, shut up, you two. I mean, I'm so glad that Alan piped in, and Alan is like, hey, I kind of agree with the Muppets over here.
I think
let's
they
not.
were right. I can't really remember what they were saying, but I remember feeling it was
Like,
right.
okay, so I actually do think they're right too, because they're like, look, you don't have magic fire that can only burn your enemies.
The virtuous and non-virtuous.
Yeah, and like
It's-
fire kills everyone. And Damon says, like, well, like Aegon the Conqueror burned everyone. And like, no, those were enemy combatants. Like it was actual soldiers
in the
who,
field.
in a
Yeah.
field. Like it's very different than torching an entire city,
I also-
doing war crimes.
I also thought, like, during this council, like, the White Worm was, like, getting...
Oh my God.
she
This
was
is the
getting
other thing.
hollow
He is
victories.
just doing nothing but hating on misery over
I
here.
like her. I think she's...
Me too.
Only
Thank
thing
God.
I don't- only
miss
thing I
you
don't
so
like is how
much.
she's-
I
let's
missed
get on.
you.
The only thing I don't like is how she's not telling Rhaenyra everything.
Yeah.
That
Well,
kind of bothers
Yeah.
me.
Well,
Mhm.
we'll
I
talk
would
about
just
that
say-
later. But she's reveling in a bunch of hollow victories
Mhm.
that she's had. And you're starting to see those victories come unraveled. And I just...
Yeah.
She's manipulating the memory of Rhaenyra's father to get what she wants. And
She hasn't brought up Viserys at all.
No.
Rhaenyra keeps bringing up
Yes, and
Viserys.
she keeps feeding it as soon as she brings it up.
You're making things up. That's like some off-camera stuff, dude. That's not happening. That's not canon, dude.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Because we're sticking to canon in this episode.
Look, okay. So then Damon's like, just let me go and kill Dara. And they're like, no, you're the worst spy ever. Everyone would recognize your face. Like, you are a recognizable person. So
they try to saddle him with who? The Valerians? She's like...
yeah. The Valerians are going to come in. But
And he's
yeah.
like, nope. And he walks away. As
I
he's
think that's a
leaving the
good
ants.
idea.
He's like, nope, I got to handle. Like,
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to go off and do my own thing.
I'll do it.
But the Baratheons show up, and I actually think it is like Rhaenyra. I feel like is got a good handle on herself there, and is like, why don't I just burn you to the like? You think that the Vulture King is such a threat? Like, I'll just go and burn you to the ground, or I'll kill you.
Or I'll name you traitors and
Yeah.
I'll just hang you in their stead. I also thought that this was her strongest episode all season.
Yeah.
I think that
I think she's getting it.
she started to make better decisions.
Yeah.
I really like the
And I think-
Assassin's plan.
Yeah, me too. I think that she came up with that all on her own.
Right.
And like she came up with a good idea when she's like, I'm like, I don't know what she means by your belt.
Right.
But then we find out later. But
Yes.
I thought she did a good job.
In the books, do the Baratheons, are they on a side right now?
No, so there's like they have like Dornish incursions and like
they're dealing with shit in the south.
they're delaying because they don't want to. They're like the Freys, like the late Walter. Like
They just
they
don't
show
wanna
up
get-
last
Okay.
because they want to figure out who's going to be on top before
Right.
they really declare an allegiance.
Okay.
But they're
I couldn't
just
remember
chilling.
If they, because it is confusing because they had at the beginning, like she said, like there was like the prince that was there and Aemond was there.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't remember who they sided with. But anyway,
No, and like, yeah, they haven't sided with anyone yet.
Yet.
So then we see outside of Tumbleton, Ulf and Hugh meet up, and they're both kind of grumbling about.
Market day.
Yeah,
All
Ulf-
lamenting about how.
Oh, but didn't you love
eyes and-
the Vermithor and Silverwing who?
they're like nuzzling up against each
Yeah,
other.
they're so
That's
sweet because they're
little-
like
are they
they're-
little lovebirds?
yeah,
or-
they are
Oh, I
because
know.
Vermithor was King Jaehaerys, the Conciliator's dragon, and his wife Queen Alysanne, her dragon was Silverwing, and so they were together
Oh.
like 40 years and they would travel around all the country together and like they were really sweet. And the dragons, I don't know if you we don't know how dragons like mate or bond or whatever, but they love each other. And I
Now-
thought it was super cute that we got to see them
That was
nuzzle.
a nice little nugget. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
realize the story behind that.
And
Yeah.
now Ulf and Hugh love each other. And
I wouldn't go that far.
Ulf is like, man, I haven't had one beer with the lads.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
she
Yeah,
doesn't
I
let me
even
leave the
like that he
house.
called them the lads. He was like, market day with
No,
hot
one
pies.
ale with the lads.
It's like the one time I finally kind of liked Ulf. I was like, yeah, I get it, man. He
Yeah.
does need
Yeah.
a beer. Let the guy have a beer.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta hang out with the
Yeah.
boys.
Well,
Yeah,
we
you
talked
gotta-
about this last episode. We why doesn't Rhaenyra let him have the boys over for like a boys' night in?
Exactly.
You know?
That's
Like,
what I was saying. Like, why can't
that
he have
would
a
have been
party
some good
in the Red
management.
Keep? That'd be awesome.
Maybe
Yeah.
if Criston had some boys, he wouldn't be in such bad shape.
He had his boys out in the woods. He just
Yeah,
he went the wrong way.
Gwaine.
Those were like forced sleepovers. Like, do we have to go with this guy? Like, he's weird. He's weird.
That one weird friend that always wants to go camping.
I also love that Ulf goes, what's the point of having a dragon if no one's around to see it?
Yes.
You're like, if a tree falls in the forest, like, oh, nobody sees me on the dragon.
I'm a dragon rider and I don't even tell the boys.
Yeah. Anyway, then we go back to King's Landing where Alicent and Rhaenyra have their first confrontation. And I feel like Rhaenyra's, again, I agree. This is Rhaenyra's best episode. She's like, shut the fuck up,
Right.
Alicent. Like,
I don't need your advice anymore.
like, you tried to run. You made me look like an idiot. Now you're telling me your daughter's pregnant.
Yep.
And
we see your girl lying to the queen. The White Worm goes and lies to her. She straight out gets asked an answer. She says no. And then what does she do?
goes and has the servant killed.
Yeah, she goes and kills one of the small folk that she's supposed to be protecting to cover her own ass.
I didn't like that.
Hypocrite.
That wasn't.
Yeah.
Hypocrite.
That was
Okay. Okay. Well, since we don't need this to be a whole. Sure. Then your boy Daemon. Let's talk about how he fucks up too.
I will say this. This is the one point I concede.
Jesus, Peter.
I told you this thing's a little fizzy.
Spilling beer.
Right. Fizzy.
Daemon legitimately messed up when he humiliated.
The head of the gold. Like he's like, you're shameful, and this guy's like, I have a starving kids and wife. Like,
man. you haven't paid me in months. Like, I don't want to die.
Like a few episodes. Yeah, like last episode, you said I was gonna like take over Yi Ti, and like instead you haven't given me a single dollar.
I also think that Daemon's legitimately sad. That the state of the gold cloaks and these guys, they've lost. Yeah, they've lost the way. Like he tries to do it with a rallying speech, and he knows no speech will.
Okay,
will
wait.
bring him back.
But when they like were started, they were all paid really well. It's like part of the reason Otto Hightower is so annoyed about Daemon and the gold cloaks is because they spend a tremendous amount of money on building this city watch, and like. It is a big investment, and now he's trying to like keep up morale with no money.
Right, it's hard. Leadership's hard.
He also said 5 in 20 are dead. Does that mean a quarter of them are dead?
It's 25.
It says 5 and 25 are
dead.
In
the George R. Martin world, he does the bigger number first.
He does the bigger number
so
first.
Like
4 and 10 is
40. Oh,
it's not 410. It's 40. It's 5.
No, 4 and 10 is 14.
What?
I think so. 5.
4 and 10. It's times. I don't know. We
see that's the thing. It's really confusing, though, right?
I think it's 25.
There's a bunch of people that died. It's been really
like how
sad.
many is it?
I think it's 25.
It's
25 died.
It's been eating at Daemon a lot.
Okay, but still, why can't you just say 25?
I don't know. You're right. I don't actually know. It doesn't
if it's
make
5 times 25, that's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that'd be you guys.
Sure. So then, speaking of dead people, we see Alan goes to talk to Corlys. I know he's right there. Should we like?
Lex is mean mugging me right now.
I don't know if we can even get him over there. Yeah. Okay, we're not going to do. A lot of this is audio. This is mostly audio. We gotta focus.
Sorry.
I'm so glad you're back, Pete. But
it's really gonna derail it.
I'm just glad that you're back to be on my side on things. Okay. Alan goes to Corlys to give him a little report. I just could not be more proud of Alan. I think he's doing so awesome. Well.
He's my favorite character now.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Yeah. And best. Corlys she keeps wanting more. And Alan's like, no, do it for me. Do it for your kid.
Yeah, you put me in this position, and now you're not going to give me the.
Yeah, now you're going to be a little petulant child over here. And then he's like, she won't recognize your birth. And he's like, yeah, dude, neither did you.
For years.
He's like, I'm used to this, man.
You literally showed up a month ago and recognized my birth.
I recognize you. Why wouldn't she recognize you?
I mean, maybe it's 3 months, but no more than 3 months has Corlys actually acknowledged that he has 2 children. And only did he acknowledge them.
I mean, 2 boys, not the girls.
Yeah. Well, those are his granddaughters.
That's right.
But he only acknowledged his boys after his wife died, after he's lost everything else, and after they proved their worth. Alan saved his life. Adam got a dragon. Now Corlys is all showing up trying to be a good dad.
Look at my boys.
Yeah.
My boys. But then Corlys throws him a bone and is like, hey, Tyland is alive.
Yeah. Take that back. That's good information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's still like...
But the thing is, he wasn't going to tell Rhaenyra that.
Right.
But for him, like, walking away, he wasn't going to tell Rhaenyra.
Right.
And he says they're at Rook's Rest. So we go over to Rook's Rest, where... I mean, how much have you loved, Peter, the Aegon, Larys, the buddy cop,
little buddy adventure? I love it.
Yeah,
I think and this okay.
And did you love when he called him a terrible man?
Well, that was
week?
This part. It was hilarious when like Tyler. She asked Tyler. He's like,
"Do you think I'm terrible?"
And he's like, "Yeah."
No, he was like
people so diplomatic.
Yes, it was the most diplomatic political answer. He's
didn't lie.
People are people.
Yeah, he's like, everyone has something that's kind of shitty.
There's light and darkness in all of us, and some more than others.
I like that made me like Tyland way more. He could have just kissed his ass, and he didn't. He could have been like, "No, you're not."
But it's like yeah, Aegon, it made me like Aegon more because Aegon was like, "No, that guy's feeding me a bunch of horse shit." Like at least Larys told it to my face that I suck.
Which I think just made. I mean, it's a brilliant move by Larys because now he's even more dependent on him, and he's trusting him more because he shot him straight.
Yeah, and so they decide they're going to get on a ship to Essos. Like Aegon is like, no, we're not going to Casterly Rock. We're not going to rebuild our court in the west. We're going to go to Essos.
I was really bummed. I wanted more Aegon.
Yeah, but
I think I'm more intrigued with the Aegon storyline.
But why would he go there over? I would have gone to Casterly Rock. I feel like
money,
that makes more sense.
Money and.
But
well, you know that there's a big twist coming. But I think we're going to see a lot more of these two next season.
Yeah,
I think. I mean, maybe we see a little bit more of them in the next two episodes, but I think
not much.
Yeah, I kind of feel like we've come to a decision point, and maybe we get another tiny little clip.
All right, let's go to our favorite castle on all the land, Harrenhal.
Oh no, we skipped the Vale.
Oh no,
we got it.
Isn't the Vale after Harrenhal?
I don't know.
Either way,
let's go Vale, and then we can do Harrenhal.
What I liked about the Vale is we cut into a scene of Lady Arryn making
throwing people through the moon door. Yeah,
she's like,
never gets old.
yeah. She basically said that. She's like, they always fall so differently.
Yeah, it was kind of fun.
You're like, how many people are you throwing out that moon door?
I know. That's what I was thinking. This girl's kind of crazy.
I really wanted her when I saw that. I was like, man, maybe she's gonna throw Rhaena out the moon door, and Sheep Stealer's gonna swoop in,
grab it,
and grab her. But instead, she just slaps Rhaena. Like, the degradation of Rhaena has really pissed me off this season.
I also don't understand fully why she can't just go back now. Like, I feel like they're making. Like, I think you can
everybody
get away with it.
Else confused where she is.
Yeah,
at this
like,
point?
couldn't she just be like, I don't know what you're talking about?
They know where she's at.
Yeah,
I
like she's just lost.
They all think that she's over in Essos with the kids, with Damon's kids.
Well, Rhaenyra and Damon's kids, yeah, but like. I don't know. And then to slap her and like to give her all this shit, I just don't like it at all.
I don't get why she can't figure out something else except for going to Vale. Like, I feel like you could go back and be like, hey,
I didn't mean to.
Yeah. And be like, listen, I have a dragon now. My bad. Yeah. Like, it wasn't me. It was this crazy dragon. Just set me off towards whatever. Like, I feel like you could get your way out of it.
Anyway. I mean, I feel bad for Rhaena. I just feel like they're doing her dirty right now. She's lost everything. We feel bad for her. Okay, now let's go to our favorite castle.
She got everything that she wanted, though. She says that. She
got a dragon and lost everything else.
Right. Yeah.
So go enjoy your dragon. I kind of didn't think that was a wrong answer either.
I get where the lady from the Vale is coming from.
Yeah,
like, I would probably be the same way, but I would probably just tell her, like, go back to King's Landing, dog. Like, you're like, deal with it yourself.
I don't know. She's so worried about dragons, and then she goes and slaps the dragon rider.
Well, she sees that she's weak.
Sure, but she's still a princess. She still outranks her heavily. I mean, whatever. Poor Rhaena.
Right. Poor Rhaena. Let's go to
Harrenhal. Let's go talk about the reason I wanted to do the Vale before Harrenhal, other than that's the way it's episode, is because there's another Rhaena that is going to come up in Harrenhal. So we see Harrenhal. Alice is trying to seduce Aemond.
Get it, girl.
So the reason why I wanted to invert it is because the last thing she says to Alice says to Aemond is like, fly to your death, and then it cuts to them in the Vale. and she's flying somebody to her death. So yeah, I thought they did that a lot in the show, where you would have one scene say something and then boom, it was literally happening in the next scene.
Yeah.
We see that later with Ormund. And so like, I just thought that was a really cool kind of way they've been filming and driving the plot forward.
And wait, so Rhaena sees 2 dragons though.
Yeah, it's her sister. And her sister.
No, it's sheep. It's sea smoke. It's Rhaena, it's Bela on Moondancer, and Adam on Sea Smoke, because they're going around. They're supposed to be looking for Vhagar.
Gotcha.
And like,
I thought it was Sheepstealer flying around, because we don't actually see her fly on the dragon.
No, so she sees the 2 of them going off together, and she wants to go see her sister.
Maybe she hopped on her dragon, we don't see it, and then that's the
then she like goes over town or whatever.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So back to Harrenhal.
Harrenhal. So Alice, like, Aemond wants to go find Vhagar, and Alice really doesn't want him to leave. She tries like every trick in the book to be like, and I don't know. I know that like the internet is like, they love each other. I'm like, I don't know. It seems like she just really doesn't want to be alone in that castle.
I think that they're both in a codependent relationship that she's trying to form.
I think she just wants to get Harrenhal. She wants to have a bunch of Targaryen babies with those little dragon eggs.
I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's dependency, and I think she wanted Daemon, and she's going to settle for Aemond.
No. I think if she wanted Daemon, she would have shown him the eggs.
I think
the fact that she shows the eggs to Aemond.
I think that she figured out she couldn't, because
Daemon is in like a somewhat healthy relationship by like Westeros. When you marry your niece, it's
like Daemon's like so clearly like, I'm going to do whatever I want. I feel like Aemon's a little bit easier to do it.
Yeah. And Aemond has really big mommy issions, and she.
Yeah.
So like,
if I was her, I'd be doing the same thing. I totally get it.
So I like want to talk about. Let's talk about all of Harrenhal, because I know they cut away, but like she kind of gives him a real seduction, and then he tries to leave, and like a guy shows up and she kills him, and then like a kid. Yeah, but he knew. I mean, she had to kill him. Like he knew
Aemond was going to kill him.
Yeah,
if she didn't kill him, Aemond was going to kill him.
Because like,
you killed somebody for me. It's like, nobody's ever done that.
So then she's like, you got to know your history, and she brings Aemond in there. So what I want to talk about, one of about 100 years ago in this story, after Aegon the Conqueror, there was Maegor the Cruel, which is his son, and Maegor the Cruel, and then there's some other kids, and Rhaena is one of them. And Maegor, he's just horrible. I mean, he's the cruel for a reason. But Rhaena, a long time ago, 100 years ago, has Dreamfire, his dragon. And so she flees King's Landing and spends most of her life at Harrenhal, which is why there would be these 5 dragon eggs there. And I mean, that's a big deal. Like we see in the normal Game of Thrones, like Dany gets 3 dragon eggs, and like that's like she could become one of the richest women in the whole world because of these dragon eggs. So like 5 dragon eggs is
a lot.
Like they could become dragon lords.
And the thing is, like, there is deep magic in the place itself. And one of the things when she's in the seduction mode is he puts his hand on the egg and he's like, it's warm. And so like, I don't know if it's heating up between them or if there's magic just game recognizing.
Did you see she also like had bloody hands? I think it's because she killed that guy. But I think that like
the blood on her hands.
Yeah, there's like blood magic. Right. Like in Game of Thrones, like Dany basically has to kill Khal Drogo to get the dragon eggs to hatch. And
she'll become Lady of the Water.
Yeah, Lady of the Water, and he'll be a dragon lord, and they'll have
many babies, and then
I think it sounds like a nice little happy ending for both.
I mean, it just seems so stupid. Like, how long? Like, they're just gonna let the dragons grow to maturity?
Hey, you got Vhagar. They'll be fine. Just stay there.
Well, and she was making the points like you have Vhagar. They have what 5 or 6
dragons. Yeah.
It's like you're gonna fly to your death. You need to stay here. Stay with me. Let me take care of you. He's he's going back to duty where I need to be. This is my job, and I think she's slowly winning him over, and I think becoming a temptress and putting him in a position.
The other thing we should say is that Alice Rivers theoretically is like 140 years old. Yeah. So like she could have been there with Rhaenyra 100 years ago, and that's why she knows where the dragon eggs are.
Maybe that's why she's alive. Maybe she did something.
I think she was cast so perfectly because, like, in the book, she's said to be like, you know, she's not horribly ugly, but she's also not hot.
Right.
And she, like, to me, is like a perfectly pleasant looking person who's like clearly supposed to be in her like mid 40s, even though she's 140.
Looking good, aging well. Give me some of that dark magic, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just under the eyes.
Alice Rivers and Oscar Tully. I can see it for them. I like it. Anything else about Harrenhal? Then we just kind of leave it.
Then we just leave it.
Okay. The next, another steamy little couple entering the villa.
Couple?
Are they aunt and uncle? How does this work? Or uncle?
Okay, she is his aunt.
Yes.
She is his aunt.
Yeah. She's his aunt. No, he's her uncle.
He's her uncle.
Yeah, because he would be half sisters. He would be half brother to her mother.
Yes.
Got it. Yeah, I was like, all right, it's a little weird. But it's Game of Thrones. They still make incest kind of romantic, which is a little weird.
And it made me really sad.
Me too, because of Adam.
Adam has the hots for her.
Yeah, I mean,
she has the hots for Alan.
Yeah, I do kind of. Although Alan clearly has the hots for her too.
Well,
they both do. They're
hot. I mean, she's definitely a catch for him.
Oh yeah, are you kidding me? Yeah. Besides the whole niece thing, but yeah,
it's great. Let's have a weird incestuous triangle. This is fun.
But they're Valerians. Like it's like kind of the same, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Bela can marry both of them. Yeah. They could be. She's a Targaryen. They're both
weird
Valerians, descendant of old Valeria. So it might be cool. They could do a little throuple sitch.
Wait, who is she supposed to be married to then?
Well, she was supposed to marry Jace, but he dead.
Yeah, right. He's dead. But who would be the third? What are you talking about?
Like, because Adam, his brother, is also into her.
Adam's into her.
Because, like, Adam and was, like, in the last episode. Actually, it makes more sense now.
Next on Below Decks.
In the last episode, Adam's like, you don't have to fight this hard. Like, we could just go off and fly together. And she's like, no, I'm going to be married off to some noble lord. And he's like, I'll find you.
Oh, I forgot.
Because I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
I've also dozed off on quite a few of these episodes.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're here.
Great recap. I'm glad you guys follow our podcast. For such good insights.
I mean, I think Alan and Bela are a good match. And, like, he's going to be High Lord, he'll be the Valerian. He'll be Corlys's heir, the heir to Driftwood. She was supposed to be queen, and now she's not. And so, like, this is kind of like they're a good match, and like they both kind of have this duty, tortured souls, got to do more thing going on. You know.
Speaking of duty, let's talk about Ormond.
Yeah. We got lots of Tumbleton coming up here. Okay, so Gwaine gets back. Are you good over there?
Yeah.
We're about to make some like
go ahead,
dick jokes.
Keep going. No, I got it. Trust me, I'm locked in.
Okay. Gwaine gets back and Ormond's like all on his little high throne about, you know, like you lost your battle and now you're coming back here to lick your wounds. And Gwaine's like, shut up, dude. Like I've been fighting a war. You've been like playing Prince with your frankincense over here.
He dresses down Gwaine a little too hard. I also
he implies that Gwaine is gay and like
he makes two separate gay jokes.
Yeah,
he makes one gay joke that's like, I'm sure you found solace in your brother's arms. And then he hits him with
Darren. He says,
"Mind yourself again.
Put your back to the wall." It's so mean.
He's he's the older mean brother. He's the older cousin that's a bully, just like kind of picking on him.
But I thought so. Ormond is gonna take over Hightower, right?
Like, Ormond is currently the Lord of Hightower.
Yeah. So how did he get it, not Gwaine? Because isn't Gwaine the
Gwaine son? Is so Otto. So Otto is the second son, and Otto Hightower is Gwaine's dad. So remember in the second or the first season, like we see the Lord, who would have been Ormond's dad.
So okay,
and
then but Ormond had.
Ormond is the Lord. Gwaine is Otto's son. Like he's a cousin. He's the cousin.
Otto had an older brother, and is Otto's older brother dead? Then is that what's going on?
And Ormond is
now in charge. And that's why he also just ignored Otto, because he didn't have to listen to him. Like he's like, I don't have to listen to this guy.
Yeah, and I thought it was nice. Like Darren comes out in the hall and talks to Gwaine, and is like, and Gwaine's like, why are you fawning over this guy? And he's like, dude, I had to survive.
Like, you know what this guy is.
Yeah.
You know what he is to me, to you, to all of us. And you left me here. And it was more of a place of trauma. I felt like he was coming out of.
Yeah, he does. He has to survive.
I'm mad at you. You're like, Gwaine's coming off like, well, you're his little treasure now. Like, like, look, what have you done? And his response is like, what was I supposed to do? You left me here. You knew who he was. You knew how he acted, and still, you were supposed to kind of protect me.
Yeah,
and I'm guessing when they were younger, he was kind of
I think Gwaine was sort of like a pseudo father to Darren most of his life,
or at least a better big brother.
Yeah. And I thought it was interesting and telling, and we can talk about this a little bit later too. Of like, he says like, you left me with Ormond and his savages. And like, I think that's an interesting, because we don't really know how we know the Hightowers are fighting dirty and they're fighting this like subversive war. But we don't really understand the like savagery of them yet.
And his weird homeboy that's really quiet.
John Roxton.
Probably doing weird stuff.
John Roxton is, I just reread part of the book last night because I was like, I want to remember what John Roxton is. He's all the Hightowers are, but anyway, John Roxton. And like, I mean, I feel bad for Darren. Like,
I also felt bad that he like just implies that Gwaine's a coward. Like, because he didn't stay with Crispin, because he's like,
Gwaine's been doing all the fighting.
Like, Crispin is like trying to commit suicide. When I recognized that, I tried to leave and come back to you, which I don't like you, but I know you're smart and you're creepy little dude with your creepy little plans. And what we find out is his creepy little plan is just to buy more time. He's trying to buy as much time as possible to chip away at Rhaenyra and say, well, when everybody sees how shitty she is as a mayor, they'll never want her as queen. And so, like, I just think it's kind of an absurd plan. And we get hints towards the end of the episode that like that might not be his main plan, but that's the forward facing.
Yeah, like they tell us today. What was he say? The patient hunter gets the kill.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, dude. We already talked about Harrenhal, so let's go to Rhaenyra sitting the throne. I mean, I don't know.
She just complains. I mean, there's a bunch of people. You can fix their problems. It's not that bad. I could have solved all those problems.
Well, I mean, like I like that she's really leaning into like blame Manderley for all of the financial issues. She's like, I don't know, you don't have enough candle wax. Go talk to Manderley. And then, the nun basically says like at the mother house,
they stole our woman.
They're kidnapping women, and like
City Watch is gone. They like the city.
They like the City Watch. Yeah,
defund the police. Not a good idea, right?
So, but this is where, and you're not going to want to hear this, but
okay, Peter,
I'm just saying.
The White Worm is realizing that maybe we should have paid the City Watch.
Yeah.
Because now they're stealing nuts.
Okay, I never said we shouldn't pay the City Watch. I've always said that we should pay the City Watch. And clear on that.
For chief on the police.
Yeah, I've always thought police forces are good.
But I thought she kind of overreacted in this court scene. I think she could have handled it a little bit better. And it's like, if the nuns are getting attacked, you're bringing the Valerians in, be like, all right, the Valerians are coming, just like, or like, bring them. If it's like
she shouldn't have even been holding court. I think she realizes that because she looks up and she realizes she's making the same follies as her father did. She cuts herself. She knows that's a sign.
Yeah.
They talked about that after the episode. I don't think it was just that she cut herself and that she saw herself unworthy. I think that she realized that this is a treacherous place to be. When you sit the throne, there's no good answer.
Yeah.
And there's no way to solve it. Or solve any of these problems, especially if you don't have the coin or the manpower to produce results.
Yeah, she doesn't really have a lot of resources. She doesn't have a lot of things to go on here.
And she's still taking this court as if she will go talk to these guys. Like, well, you're the queen, and it falls on you. And I think she's realizing that. And this is a point where I will begrudgingly say Alicent is kind of correct, and we see it later on.
She's shifting. Like, she's having to make,
her heart's hardening.
Yeah.
Like, before she'd want to address these issues, and now she's realizing you can't address all these issues.
And then I wanted to give you a minute if you need to take a drink. You.
Oh, thank you.
You're the one who's joking.
I don't have much left.
And then we see Daemon out in his little gold cloak undercover cop.
Loved it.
I loved it too.
I mean, cool. Yeah, and he like lures that guy in there, and I mean, just even the way he like tortures him is kind of badass.
He calls him Darren the Daring. So
yeah,
we won't sleep until Darren the Daring's on the throne.
Darren the Daring is a good moniker. Great like moniker. That is some good branding.
Yeah, I love it.
Like I love it. Ormond, psychopath.
Right.
Great at branding.
Yeah, very good.
Like
he's not only in marketing, he's in sales.
And then we see
I also thought it was like really reminiscent of the Brotherhood Without Banners.
Yeah.
The way he was talking about it. We talk about Marine, but this was more of this is a coalition of the willing. And like, you're not going to get rid of us.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's not a kill the masters thing. It's like, oh, we want our masters in place.
I could see the Brotherhood Without Banners. I thought more of like the High Sparrow and his like flock of sparrows when Cersei like deputizes the faith and like
true believers.
Yeah,
they're true believers in Darren the Daring.
Darren the Daring, and then like he says, we'll keep rising up, whatever. Daemon kills him, then he runs into Ulf in like more Darren bad manager. Like, God, Darren's such a bad manager. Daemon, sorry. Yes. Daemon is such a bad manager. I have said this every episode. I will continue to say it.
This is a big mistake.
That was a big mistake. That was
huge, big mistake.
You're the Dragon Rider, and you're relying on him to do stuff, and you slap him for trying to get a drink. Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
this was a mistake. He
in front of everyone too. In front of all of his lads. Everyone's looking. He throws him on the ground.
And Ulf is like...
Also, why didn't he drag him back with him? Like, he just slaps him and leaves him there. Like, Ulf is definitely going to the pub.
Ulf is sneakily, like, he's like, what are you doing here? Taking in the air.
Yeah. He's like, you love simple pleasures.
He's like, you get it. Come on, we're men about town. Like, we like to drink and whore and do all the things. And he gets slapped and embarrassed. And it's like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
And I think that was one of, again.
I think that's like a pretty big turning point. Yes. That would, for me, I'd be like, why?
This is the third time we've seen Daemon slap Ulf.
And just dress him down and just be
every time. Just like, oh my God. I mean, seeing Silverwing next to Vermithor, it's like, yeah, it's a kind of a smaller dragon, but like, it's still dragon. Yeah. Maybe don't beat the shit out of.
You're relying on him to like watch
patrol
over Tumbleton and like.
And
giving him stuff.
Like, he is not a man of honor. Like, he's a small folk. He didn't sign up to be in service. But then we see Hugh. We go back to Tumbleton. Hugh kills a dude, dresses up as a merchant. We see him going into the city, into Tumbleton. I thought it was interesting that they're riding in right behind the Baratheon group.
Horde, yep.
Not
Horde.
And
he finds his wife.
Yeah, he finds his wife, and she's of his wife.
Yeah,
I get it.
No way. Are you serious right now? This woman has been neglected, raped, tortured, had people killed, and like her husband should have been there.
Okay,
I'm totally on her side. Yeah.
Thank God Peter's back.
First part of
you do not leave in a situation like that.
First part of this, Well, he was called to the dragon pit. Like, he was called to go to the dragon
He
pit.
volunteered to go.
He didn't have to
go.
He didn't have to go.
And he was like, "This is my destiny. This is how we get us. This is how we get us out of this."
Yeah.
He goes and does his thing. He comes back for her. She's the one that left. She's the one that bailed.
Well, she didn't have. It was a chaos. The whole city was in turmoil. This
is
like
food.
The entire city is out of control.
The city's out of control, so she goes to another city that becomes even more out of control.
But she goes to see her brother.
Again.
This is the only family she has.
She bailed on... He told her not to leave. She leaves anyway.
He told her not to leave. Sit there like a good little dog.
No, he goes,
wait till I come back for you.
Remember from season 2, he's like, I got to do this. You agree. You're letting me go.
She did not agree. She was very against it. She was like, I don't need to be. She said, I don't need to be a fancy lady. I don't need silks and to live in a house. I want to be with you. And he left.
And because he wanted to protect him and his daughter died, and he was in a bad spot too.
So
sure, you don't leave though.
You don't leave.
You got to stay.
You don't leave.
Yeah, not for glory. You got to stay.
She left where she was, where he thought she was going to be safe.
Yeah, I see that you changed. You changed this.
No,
she was supposed to stay.
She did. She was supposed to stay. She bailed. She talks about the treacheries of the road and all of that, like hints at really bad things that happened to her on the road. And he's like, okay, well, we need to go.
Yeah, but then he like forcibly grabs her, and like this actually reminded me of Tyrion and when who was the woman that he hooked up like that? But because he hooked up with the like Jamie set up a whole situation where this woman was supposed to be raped, and then he like came in and saved her, and then his Shay says like this was your mistake, thinking like a woman who'd just been raped would want to be in the arms of another man. And like she has been traumatized, she's been beaten, she's been horrible.
Not a real story.
But then he grabs her. No, it's like woman instinct. Like he then grabs her and is like, "You have to come with me." And he tries to violently take her away. And she's not having any of it. She has to like get a child to protect her. He is not doing this right.
Well, he's probably not doing it right, but I think he's doing the best that he can in the situation that he's in. And he's trying to hold it together. And the thing that made me mad is she's like, "I'm staying with my family." Well, he's her family. Like, you married him. That is your family.
Well, this is his brother. Like, her brother. Her brother is her sister-in-law.
And she probably doesn't want to leave. She just saw him die. She's like, I'm safe in this little four.
Yeah, what's he going to do? Put her on his dragon?
Like, the whole thing, like, Hugh shouldn't have left, like, in the first place. He should have been there and everything. You shouldn't have gone after the dragon. Doesn't, like, it's not worth it. You gotta, you gotta stick with her, because I get, like, this is your one shot out, but it's not worth it. You gotta go out there. Once she's settled, then you go try to find a dragon. But that I think this is his arc to evil, right? Like, it's starting right now, because that was all wrong. Like, and then, he's trying to forcibly take her. Of course it's not gonna work. Like, she's gonna be super pissed. I totally get it.
I don't know. I think he had a plan.
You're blaming the woman once again.
I'm not
once again, Rollins. It's the woman's fault. Well, it's always Mysaria's fault. It's always Rhaenyra's fault. Now it's fucking Kat's fault. Come on, give me
Rhaenyra props this episode. I think Rhaenyra's crushing this episode.
Okay.
The White Worm is bad. It's one of the things that I wanted to mention though that I thought was kind of cool is before we go into the
Baratheon.
Before we go into the Templeton scene with Hugh, you have Ormond kind of giving why you can't trust somebody that earns their way and is not born into it. And he's with
Corlys. He's saying
he's giving that little speech to
Ormond in his speeches, man.
But he's going off in that speech, and they're overlaying it with Hugh coming into the city. Of you can't trust the guy that's earned it on merit. You need somebody that's born into it, because they don't understand the pedigree of what it is to have it. And I thought that was really good storytelling, which was two different connections explaining the plot and what was going on and what will be going on in the future.
Yeah, so he gives a stupid lecture, says he likes Corlys. It's the only good choice she's made. And then the Baratheon show up. And at first I'm like, are the Baratheons seriously playing both sides so openly? Like, they're both going to swear fealty. And then we see Gwaine starts to kind of get it. And
well, did you notice that they were covered in shit?
Yeah, because she used the Alicent. Yeah, they're covered in shit.
he was thrown off his game from the moment they walked in because of the smell.
Mm-hmm.
I also thought he was like, stand up. Everything's got to be perfect when they come in because this is part of my master plan. And everything's just got to be perfect. And if it's not perfect, it's all going to go to hell.
Yeah. And then they're like, okay, so who's your king? And Gawain's like, no, dude. Like, he gets it. And then shows that he's a bad. Like, Gawain's like, look, I've been through some trauma. I've been killing people all across the Riverlands.
Yeah, you sniffed it out, man.
Yep. And I just love at the end. Then he was like, Baratheon has light chestnut hair and is said to be comely. And you're like, okay.
That guy with
the gay jokes. The gay jokes he might have be gay, a point.
But that's fine. He's really good at this thing. Is awesome.
We know that at least the Tyrells never had a problem with a little buggery.
and Ormund, he was just like, my plan is falling into place.
Yeah.
As the Stormlands go, so will the Reach.
Yeah.
And the High Garden will come to us.
Yeah. And then he does nothing, just becomes a loser and pukes everywhere.
Yeah. Awesome. You can't fault a guy for having a bad gag reflex as a person who also has a bad gag reflex.
If you're meant to be a warrior, you can.
He's leading an army.
You can.
It does show he's kind of a coward.
Yeah.
After he was just dressing down Wayne for being a coward.
No, he needs his sniffing salts or he's
Armies are notoriously smelly. I don't know if anyone's told you. They camp outside. They shit in holes. They bleed.
Go on riverboat gambling trips.
Yeah. It's not a great time. Okay, so at the end, then that happens. We see the cat scene. And then at the end, Ormond is watching Darren train. Gawain goes to talk to him, and all of a sudden, Ormond's been like, actually, dude.
Good job.
You don't seem horrible.
Great.
You can stick around. You can go back to Old Town if you want. You can stick around if you want. Okay, so then.
I was like, Gawain kind of calls him on his shit. Right there to his face. He's like, Ormond shows a little humility. Gawain doesn't let up, and he's like, no, dude, you suck. You know you suck.
Yeah.
Like, what is your actual plan? Like, stop. Stop. Like,
I like it because he was like, I know that you would sacrifice everyone, but you wouldn't sacrifice yourself. So, what's your vibe? And then we cut away, and then we go back to King's Landing, where, just the world's dumbest plot unfolds. So Alicent goes to talk to Rhaenyra and say, look, Helena's not doing well. She's doing a lot of needle points. We see Helena earlier in the episode. They have a very brief interaction where Alicent's trying to get Helena to eat. And we see that Helena's needle pointing. Yep. And there's a picture of Aemond in Harrenhal. Right. And he's covered in blood, and he's got we know it's Aemond because he has the one eye with the sapphire. And Alicent finally realizes that hey, maybe Helena seems a little crazy, but dreams. And Rhaenyra recognizes it right away.
Right. And she knows it's a gift.
She knows it's a gift. And Alicent has been treating Helena like she's crazy the whole time. Right. And Rhaenyra's like, oh, this might actually be kind of helpful.
She also plays a card. She shows her hand that she doesn't realize is as important as it is.
Yeah, Alicent plays a card that she doesn't realize is. Correct. So because she's not a Targaryen. Because Alicent clearly never bothered to learn any Targaryen history. Right. Even though Viserys just sat around making little toy sets all day and
train stations.
Some people like Legos.
Yeah, whatever. And
Westeros version of Legos.
You're Alicent never listened when he was talking, and also Viserys tells her that he wants to be a dreamer,
right? And
Alicent still doesn't. She just thinks Viserys is crazy.
That he's had dreams, but they weren't prophetic, right?
Yeah,
they weren't.
Yeah, and so then Rhaenyra says okay, well, Faemon's there. We should just send one person to go get him.
And she also she makes the point that Vhagar's not there. They do the separation of why would Aemond be without Vhagar? It's listen, she's a dreamer. This is what she's telling me. I don't know if this is true, but this is what I think's happening, and I've seen this happen in the past, and it's played out like that. And so again, Rhaenyra sees an opportunity. She goes, okay, this is something I can work with. This is good information. I'm going to make a decision. And I don't actually hate her decision because we've seen this stupid thing play out and work in the show. Yeah. It's not in the books. And so, well, I'll just send you and we'll send you off.
Yeah. And
that wasn't in the books?
No. Although Alicent in the books, there is a period of time where no one, like, she's imprisoned and people aren't sure what is happening with Alicent and Helaena.
Helaena starts to lose her mind.
Yeah. But like there is a gap in the books where we don't actually know where Alicent is. And there's like a lot of speculation. Like some people think that like Rhaenyra sold her to the brothel and like, or maybe she was like in the black cells. Like maybe, I mean, it's definitely not. This next scene is not in the books, but like there is some gaps.
Some room that it could happen.
There's some room. And then I just thought like, it was so sad when she goes to tell Helaena and Helaena says like, wasn't there another lord you could marry me to? And it's just like so shitty because Rhaenyra literally tried to marry Helaena to Jace, like offered Jace could marry Helaena, and Jace and Helaena would have been so cute and happy. And instead she had to get raped by her vicious older brother.
Right.
And Alicent's like, well, my father wanted this to happen.
And so I went along with it.
And like, Alicent, you specific, I mean, we could see a whole scene where Alicent says, over my dead body will I marry Helaena to your plain-faced boy. Right. And like,
we also like, Helaena.
Oh, you missed, we went off on the worst mothers in Westeros.
Yep.
And I did say Selyse Baratheon, who burned her own daughter for Stannis' battle, but we have kind of come around to Alicent might be the worst mother in all of Westeros.
And she's
trying?
Helena's like starving herself.
Motherhood's hard?
Sure.
But
Sure.
Helena's starving herself. And now she has this new cooked up plan where she's like, I have to go. And Helena's like, well, just don't go. Like, if you don't want to go, you don't have to go. And she's like, here, I can't know that you're not going to be well. She gives her one fucking spoonful of soup.
Yeah, it's like,
all right, I'm out. Please.
Good, you ate one soup.
One swig of soup is like, all right, I know you're going to be okay. I'm going to get out of here.
Yeah.
And good luck.
And then, so she heads out, and then we see Rhaenyra gets a message from Tumbleton that says, kick this dog and it will bite your hand. And then we see John Roxton capture Corlys.
Which is
also not in the
whatever
book.
it is.
Okay, we are at almost an hour, so this is where we try to wrap this up. Maybe let's just quickly say what. Okay, we saw Criston Cole die on screen today.
Yep, that was my favorite part.
Corlys got kidnapped. Right?
Yeah, Corlys gets kidnapped.
Is that in the books?
No, it's weird.
That's why we're not going by canon anymore. Now we're just going to comment on the show.
Okay.
I like to ask about the books.
Let's do the three.
We try not to have spoilers here, so
let's do the 3 worst deaths in all of Westeros.
Like I want to, but like worst is in like you love to see it.
I would say brutal.
I would say let's just say like most memorable.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Well, that
okay.
my answer.
Okay.
That kind of gets both.
Why don't you guys go?
I don't know what you mean by worst though.
We'll
so tell me what. Tell me define worst, and then we'll do what you want.
Like gross, tragic, like bad. Memorable works.
Okay.
Pete, why don't you lead off?
I'm gonna go with Reek's penis.
Okay.
That's not a death. That's not a death.
I'm glad that I had him define this.
Right.
That's memorable, man.
It's memorable, but that's not a death.
Okay, do it right, Peter.
I thought that was right. Okay, let's go with the mountain and the viper. What's his name?
Oberyn Martell.
I figured that would be one of them.
Okay,
that's a good pick.
That is a good pick. Oh my god, I got so distracted. Wait, I wrote down. Okay, hold on. Oh, Littlefinger. I loved watching Arya Stark slit that mother's throat just with one quick. That was great.
I'm going to go with Tywin on the toilet.
Yeah, Tywin on the toilet's a good one.
Tywin on the toilet was absolutely kind of horrific.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and I'm only commenting on ones we've seen, the ones we've actually seen.
On screen.
On screen.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go with the murder of Robb Stark.
That's what I was going to pick. I was going to say, if that one's left on the board, that one's probably that one is what made me read the books.
It was tragic.
That one's what made me read the
books.
It
was, the show didn't work with his wife, who's not there in the books.
Yeah.
But like that's my number.
And Catelyn. I mean, Catelyn's there too.
Yeah.
So Robb and Catelyn, but it's two for sure. I'm like, I think you're gonna quibble with me, but my next one is Ramsay. Like I loved watching Jon Snow beat the shit out of him.
Yep.
And like it's just so rage filled. And then Sansa chaining him up and saying like, "But your hounds haven't ate in a week," and like just and then her little smirk at the end is just so great.
That was on my list.
I have two Sansa deaths. I mean, Littlefinger and Ramsay.
I gotta go with Ned.
Yeah, that's a classic.
I mean, it's another big one.
Ned is a classic. You get another one.
What's your last
third one?
Oh, a third one. Ooh, let's. I can't believe you guys took away Reek's penis. I was like,
okay,
that was my answer.
I mean, you could go with Theon, but
that's what I meant. Well, no, because Theon's actual death is lame.
He dies.
Yeah. Fighting the White Walkers, yeah.
Okay, I'll say most memorable in the way that it's like the worst and least satisfying was Khaleesi.
Yeah.
Was Daenerys.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't. I'm not saying I liked it. It was just like ugh.
Nah.
And then Drogon melts the chair.
Yeah. Like, all right. Yeah. Whatever.
I'm gonna go to House of the Dragon and say Rhaenys and Meleys was and like just how, I mean, it's like so emotional. She straps in, she knows she's gonna die,
right? And
she's like, I'm just gonna take my shot at Vhagar while I can.
I'm gonna try to hurt him as much.
All right,
my last one, I'm gonna go with Hodor.
Oh yeah, Hodor.
That's a great one. That's a really good one. I like that one.
I feel like I won this draft.
I don't know. I would have won if they would have kept my first pick.
I'm sure your bros on the internet will like it.
I did. Peter's Maniverse. I did want to honorable mention. I thought one of the coolest deaths was the Tarly boys, Dickon and Randall Tarly.
Oh,
that was a good
standing up and getting burnt to death in their armor. I thought that was pretty sweet. And then in the books, because I thought about this one a little bit.
Yeah.
Beric Dondarrion, because he just died so many times.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, Beric Dondarrion's a good one.
And then what started this whole damn mess of Song of Ice and Fire, Brandon Stark being brought down to King's Landing.
Not on screen.
Yeah,
not on screen.
Again, that's why
I thought, because we did talk about this last week, though, I thought Viserys Targaryen with the molten gold on his head is quite...
Or at Knight of Seven Kingdoms, the main guy who dies at the end.
Baelor. Yeah, R.I.P. I did think about putting that one in, but, I mean, there's so many better deaths. I mean, every season just has. I used to run a death pool.
But his brother, my brother's maker is strong.
He's a good dude.
Mm-hmm.
Good dude.
All right. Well, we'll put that up on the board. Thank you guys for joining us. Sorry, this was a little. We're not back in our rhythm because we've been missing our.
But we're so happy to have Peter back because he agrees with me.
We're gonna have like 12 viewers. You're welcome.
Okay, if everybody smile.